Hi everyone, welcome back. So we have seen how to create a series from the different Python object. Now we are going to create the series from one of the comma separated file. So let me just open my file browser. So here I have created two files. So one is like a random1.csv. Let me just open it. So you can just double click on it. It won't open inside the Microsoft Excel or any other editor. Rather than that, it will just open inside this Jupyter Lab only. So let me just double click on it, and there is another file like a stock.csv we are going to read. Okay, let me just close this file browser. Let's first concentrate on random1.csv. So it has nothing, just 10 numbers only, and all those numbers are written in a different line only, and it is a comma separated, but it doesn't make sense here about the comma separated because there is no two value, so it is not like a separated with anything, and we want to read this thing inside our Python environment and create the series object out of it. Okay, so let me just switch over to our series.ipython notebook. Okay, so we are going to use the same pd dot. Now to create a series object and you want to read this .csv file, you have to use the method like a read_csv, and you can give the first foremost argument like random1.csv, the file name which you want to read it. Now once you type some few character and press tab, automatically it will give you the suggestion that what are the file name you want to import it. Now as far as this particular file contains in the same directory where my Jupyter notebook or Python notebook situated, that's why I do not need to give any particular path. If it is situated at some other location, you have to give some relative path or some kind of absolute path. Okay, so now let me just execute. We are not going to deal with any other parameter, and let's see what it will generate for us. So now you can see it has generated this kind of object for us, but we are not sure with this whether this is series object or any other kind of object. And plus, if I just open it random1.csv, it is 67.72 is also part of this data only, but here it is looks like that it has considered like it is a header. So let's first verify whether this is series object or not. So I am just going to copy it into another cell, and we will supply the same thing inside the type function. So now you can see it has not written the series object. Instead of that, it has written this data frame object of this pandas, but we want to create the series object. So our two tasks is how we'll create the series object by supplying some additional argument, plus the first argument or first number available in this random.csv file, it is not a header. Okay, so we are going to use the same syntax, but along with that we'll pass one more argument, let's say header. So now in this case we don't have a header, so we are going to supply like a none, and we are explicitly telling this read_csv function that you do not consider any header while generating this series. And if I just execute it, now you can see our 67.72 is not a part of header, but still this returned object is data frame only, because in a last video we have seen while generating this series it defaults some d type parameter also while showing those particular series. So to create series from this read_csv method, there is a one more argument we need to supply. So I am just going to select it, and along with this header we'll supply like a squeeze parameter. Squeeze will be, let's say, true, and let me just execute it. So now you can see our visual look and feel is completely changed, and it looks like that it's a series object. And if I just open it, all those 10 number it has displayed. By default the indexing will be 0 to 9 here. Here our d type also, it's a data type, means it's a float 64. Okay, so we have successfully read this random1.csv file and created a series object out of it. You can even assign this thing into one particular variable. So let me just assign it to, let's say, S. And if I just try to find now the type of this S variable, so it will be a series object. So that means we have successfully read it. Now by default this random1 CSV file contains only one column. Okay, so that's why it has generated this series. But let's go to the another file, like one stock.csv file. So this stock.csv file contains number of different columns. So in that case, from which particular column you need to create that series, that is also one of the important thing, because by default while reading this .csv file, it will automatically create this data frame object, and those data frame object we are going to go into much more great detail into the future section of this course. So let me just read this stock.csv file now. So I am going to use the same now, stock.csv. So it has one company's stock price for 20 days stock price, and for each of day they have given a value for open stock price, high of that particular day or low of that particular day, what is the closing, and a volume, whatever. So our task is to create a series object out of any of one column, let's say open column. Okay, so let me just first run it. Okay, sorry, I have to use the methods like a read underscore CSV. So you can see it has just created a series with one object like a stock.csv as a name. Okay, so now you can see it has generated this full data frame object, but we don't want to create the data frame object, so we are going to use this quiz parameter. Let's make it true. And along with that, there is one more argument we are going to supply, user column, that on which particular column you want to generate it. So I am going to select it like let's say open column. Okay, you have to pass the list here, and let me just select it. So now you can see it has generated, based on this open column, one brand new series object for us, which is having a total 20 rows, and all the values inside this particular column is float 64 bit. Let me just assign it to another series, let's say S1. And if I just try to find what is the type of this S1, it's a series kind of object. Okay, so we have seen in this video how to read this .csv file with the help of this read underscore CSV method, with a number of different arguments, with a header parameter, whether you want to supply it or not. Sometimes you have a header available, so in that case you need to give particular integer number here. So let's say in a very first row header is available, so you can just give like a 1, and a quiz parameter is true. So by default this quiz parameter is false. In that case it just returns a data frame object. Once we supply this quiz parameter is equal to true, it has returned as a brand new series object for us. Okay, so that is all about this video. In the next video, now we have a full-fledged series objects are available with us. We know how to create a series objects. So in the next video, we'll see what are the attributes and what are the methods we can apply on the top of this series object.